Alright, HVAC people. Got the 1507, went on upgraded to the 1587. Haven't used it much, but it's a good meter here. It check milliamps, and also still do my insulation test from 1000 DC voltage to check the insulation and just to make the motor to ground. But anyway, I'm gonna do a video on this meter right here here soon. But today I got the hydronic manometer because I'm checking the flow rate across the coils. So I'm gonna do a quick video on that. It's about 27 air handlers in this building. These particular one, I only have a cooling coil, but we checking the gallons per minute across the cooling coil. I think this one here serves an office area, so all it has is a cooling coil because they got VAV boxes with heaters in them that heat this space here. It's about a $6,000 meter. So first thing we want to do is the red goes on the supply side. So you want to close this valve here, and you want to get all the air out the line. By doing that, you just put the meter in bypass, let it purge or bleed out real good, and then you'll move this. See, it's done zeroing, so you'll just put this back to measure, and then it zeroed it out. Right now I got 50 feet per minute because I got it out right now. See, my high side is 21 and my low side is 0 because I got it out. To scroll through the meter, just say if I press menu, this is air handler number 2. So I just scroll down to, I already got them numbered, because this is my third go around checking the flow rate. I went to the let me try to show you step by step. I already went to, I can look at the front end on my phone, so I already went to the front end and put the water valves, put the valves at 100% open. So I just go to my phone. I don't know if you can see this, if it's going to be blurry or not. So I can just go to air handler number 2, which I'm at. Okay, see, I got it purple. That means I got it overridden at 100%, 49. So here, I just go to data log and press enter. I choose to test, and I go to air handler number 2. See, I already got one sample for that one. Press enter. Then I go to, I just escape out, and it's ready to go. So I just stick it in here. Okay, now you see feet per minute on here, H2O, water, and the DP mean delta T of my differential pressure. So all I'm gonna do now is press read, and it's gonna read it. it fluctuated a little bit, so, and that's gonna be named sample 2. Okay, so I'm gonna escape out of here. Let me go to menu, data login. I'm gonna go to choose test. I already got air handler number 2, so I'm gonna view data. Okay, now let's view samples. See, my first go around, I took the PSI. Now I got 4.3 feet per water. I forgot what they call it, per minute. But this the flow rate across the coil. Got chill water supply, chill water return. And I can just press the over arrow. Make sure I record, push the over arrow. And it give me my gauge, high and low. Gauge, high and low, 20. They're pretty much the same. The date, I did it July 12th, and today July 17th. You got the times logged in, when we did it. And like I say, that was in PSI, and this is water, feet per minute. I say, there you have it. I mean, that's all pretty much to it. Like I say, this thing a lot. This air handler here, like I say, all the others in the mezzanine that serve labs, it has a preheat coil and a heating coil on there. All these have a chill water supply coil because it serves the office area, and they all have VAV boxes coming off the air handler. VAV box, and those have heater scripts in there, so that's why this one don't have a heater coil on there. Like I say, that's just a quick tutorial though, just for the meter. If anybody want to look up this TSI hydronic manometer, it's a HM685 hydronic meter 685, and I can show you how to name the test. Just say I'm on air handler number 2 right now. Just say if I want to go to menu, and then you can do 0 the pressures, whatever, flow setup. Let's go to flow setup. So you can take a CV and the KV fact. Get this pump. You enter water temperature, specific gravity is always pretty 1.00. So let's say if I wanted to name a test, I'm gonna go to choose test. See, I got all these names. So if it says test, that's already like a pre number. Test 27, 28, 29. That's what they name them. So if I just want to go to name a new test, let's say if I want to do air handler number 37 or something like that, I just press enter. Okay. Then it's going to have me on that test 27, so I just go to name test, and then it's already blinking on T, so I just choose the A. I want to name an air handler unit A. Then it's on E now, so I just go to H. Let's say if I want to go to U, press U, and then do a blank space to take that T out, and then I just scroll all the way, and I can name that one whatever I want to. Let's say if I want to go back and just name it 37, change that 3, then I got air handler number 37. And then I just press enter, and then let's say go to view data. I don't have any data on this, so if I go to view samples, let me see, test, view data, got me on, it should update. Oh, choose test. If I go to air handler number 37, see I got 0 samples. So if I go to sample, I don't have anything, no samples there. But if I wanted to act like this was number 37, I would just push read, and then that'll be my sample. All right, that's a quick tutorial on the HM meter.